It was a heated debate on Friday at the 2020 budget debate in the National Assembly as the APNU-AFC government was once again slammed for what the Pppc parliamentarians dubbed a massive managerial and political failure of leadership. During the morning session of the 7th sitting, Minister of Housing and Water vehemently defended the Pppc's budget, citing that it caters for the poor and ordinary man. Firing back at statements made by Shadow Minister Annette Ferguson, Minister Croal promised that what the APNU did in 5 years, the Pppc administration will do in 1 year. This means that Guyanese can expect 10,000 house lots to be distributed within the next 12 months.
She proudly announced, the Honorable Member, that they distributed 7,000 plus in their entire 5-year period. What they did in 5 years, the Pppc government will do more than that in 1 year by distributing in the first year 10,000 house lots.
Additionally, Croal stated that the housing and water sector in the country will be restored from the state it was inherited. Mortgage interest relief, corporate tax relief, reversal on VAT on water, electricity, and building materials, extension of water coverage, increased meter coverage, treated water, reduced processing time for house lots, raising the low-income tax concession, and the reintroduction of the hinterland housing program remains high on the agenda for Minister Croal. Firebrand politician and Minister of Education Priya Manikchan created a ruckus when she reminded the coalition of its unceremonious firing of persons who held no party loyalty following their assumption of office in 2015. She stated that the APNU-AFC is reaping a taste of its own medicine. Zeroing in on the education sector, the subject minister accused the APNU-AFC of starving youths of educational opportunities, functioning without a sector plan, as well as failing to engage the country's learners for the last 5 months, indoctrinating children using the learning channel, and encouraging contractors to drag their feet on projects, which resulted in a number of unfinished schools.
It is unacceptable, and together we must say to contractors, you cannot give us service like this. Our children deserve better. Our children deserve better.
Meanwhile, Deputy Speaker of the House, Lennox Schumann, during his maiden speech, alleged that COVID-19 highlighted systematic failures and deficiencies within the education and government structure, specifically to the indigenous populace during the previous regime.
We have seen infrastructure projects such as roads, bridges, hospitals, internet, and electricity coming to communities on the coast to support education and the economy, while indigenous communities are forced to deal with inadequate solar panels, sluggish and unreliable internet connection, and poorly maintained trails. This, Mr. Speaker, is an indictment of all previous administrations.
In Budget 2020, the government set aside over $3 billion to help the housing sector. $2.8 billion has been allocated to the Guyana Water Incorporated (GWI) and $52 million to the education sector. $800 million has been allocated for Amerindian development. For the HGP Nightly News, Amel Griffith.